And Adam, what do you think the future of digital media will be?
Well, in response to that question, I suppose the issue I would focus on is surveillance. I guess surveillance is not going to go away. People are going to continue to be looked at, and people will continue to look. And probably the only thing that might change is that people will be looked at and look more through more devices, through in many different ways, in more ways. And I don't want to sound like a conspiracy theorist or a nut or something, but it's not going to change. Surveillance will continue to be a social, a political, a cultural, a legal, and an ethical issue. And there will, every now and then, no doubt, be a new revelation about Edward Snowden and the PRISM scandal, and there'll be a news story that'll come out for another day or so, and people will again engage in that somewhat commonplace form of moral panic, but then life will go back to the way that it's been, and we will accept things. And I mean, I might make a great deal of money selling hats, but a lot of people will make money, more money, through inventions that rely on surveillance practices and processes, and that will entail invariably surveillance problems. I guess I'm complicit as well, because I will continue to watch the films I've talked about throughout the trimester. I will continue to enjoy watching The Dark Knight or playing Batman Arkham City and engaging in that naturalized form of surveillance, which really reinforces the dominant idea of it being natural, essential, and necessary, and inevitable. And every now and then I'll rewatch Black Mirror because it's a remarkable series, and I'll make myself feel a little bit better about things by watching it. But in the end, it will make me feel better, and I'll move on, and I'll forget, and I'll go about my everyday life. And that's essentially what happens. I guess the last point I would make is that surveillance continues to be rolled out. We have Google Glass, which will no doubt cause some stir on the morning television programs when it sort of undergoes massive, widespread dissemination. And there'll be moral panic about the surveillance potentialities of it, and no doubt other devices. Surveillance will be rolled out, and it will get naturalized, and we'll come to accept things. Like the RFID chip. It will continue to freak a few people out, but increasingly few people. So while surveillance gets rolled out, every now and then, if there's enough anxiety, perhaps protest about it, that rollout might get slowed down. But the one thing about surveillance is that it never gets rolled back.